John, reacting to the 33-19 win here at Bristol today, I suppose pre-season is more about performances as well as results. What was your take on today's match?
I think you've got to take it into in conjunction with the week we've had in Germany, which I've been on record as saying how excited I was with a lot of things that went on there. And now the game's out of the way, the truth be known, it was going to be a big ask really today, with the amount of volume of work that they'd done, the additional work which we felt was right to get the squad cohesion going. So I'm delighted actually, and I'm particularly pleased with the way they dug in at the end and fought their way through it to get the game won at the end, because you know, wins don't count for points in pre-season, but momentum is important. So every time anybody says it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, they're telling fibs.
And I suppose with pre-season it's all about being able to peak before that first match at a double-header against London Irish. Quinn's on course at doing it at the moment. I suppose the win indicates so.
Well, look, there's been a lot of moving around with people coming in gradually. We've still got a couple of players out, but I've just said there to the players now, it's 4 weeks almost to the minute before we play that game on September the 2nd, and everything we are doing is geared towards that. But there's a demand from myself to do more of myself, do more myself. The playing staff do more, the players do more. It's a big 4 weeks coming up, and if we can get that workload going as we have done over the last recent weeks, then we'll be well prepared for September the 2nd.
What would have been particularly pleasing out there today, John, is the new signings: Lewis Boyce, Josh McNulty, Ben Glynn, Phil Swainson not getting time, as well as the younger lads. Harry Sloane is a player who has had quite a frustrating season last year, played really well when he came on today.
Well, he's had a terrible time, hasn't he, with the injury. He's been out 12 months, and he's not the only one out there that hadn't played for a while. Jack Clifford hadn't played any meaningful rugby since that injury with England back in whenever it was. So there's several of them coming back after time out. Players having to play their first game for Harlequins, and you're right to single out those players and how well they did. But they all stuck at it, they all worked together. Pleasing things for me were when mistakes were made, the body language, the support of the players around, how quick they were to react to the ball on the floor, tidy it up, sort it out. And the longer the game went on, I thought they became more and more assertive and supportive of each other. So yeah, lots and lots of things, and you know, they're not new players anymore, they probably aren't the supporters, but they've been working with the group a little while, and they're very close-knit now, this group.
And it's on to Irish now, I suppose. You'll be looking at training schedules this Monday. What are the things you'd like to, you know, progress on and improve on, perhaps from today's match?
Lots of things I'm sure will come out that are important, but remember, you know, there were only 20 people out of 50 odd in the squad involved in this match today. There'll be different people involved next week. I think it's fair to say there'll be probably more people get involvement next week than were this week. It's not going to be about starting to look and see what maybe is in my mind about who plays. It'll be mixed up combinations of players, seeing that people understand the way we're trying to work, but giving individuals the opportunity to put their hand up as well. It's about individuals wanting to play well, but within the system that we're bedding down. So it'll be a tough week again. Mindful, obviously, London Irish, playing them 3 weeks before we play them in the league, but yeah, that's not unusual in season either, that you play the same team twice in 3 weeks. And you know, I'm sure Irish will be keeping their cards quite close to the chest, and I'm not sure they'll read too much into what we put out on the pitch, when, where, how. They're probably wasting the time if they do, because it'll be about combinations, getting people an opportunity to play, and yes, we'll get another week's work in and iron out a few things that need doing.